Okay, greetings, everybody. Y'all know who it is. It is the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, the creator. Hold on. Okay, greetings, everybody. Let me pause the video because we're going to get into this. The creator. I am the inventor of the first platform for dark skin. I am the creator. I am the inventor of the first online platform for dark skin. And I will fight legally with everything I have in me against this woman on YouTube who has ripped off, who continues to rip off and steal my work. You are a plagiarist. You are a thief. You are a liar. And I'm going to fight for the legacy, for the creation that I built from the ground up. You did not build this. Just because you have a lot of subscribers and what you really know how to do is market, that doesn't give you the right to rip off and plagiarize my work, because that's what you're doing. And I'm going to continue to come on to my platforms and let the people know, because the people deserve to know the truth. Moral, honest, ethical people deserve to know the truth. Now, this woman is going around with this dark skin platform that she knows since 2015, that she has studied me, watched me, and we know this because I have facts and evidence on this. You already know, because I know you probably sitting here watching my video right now. You probably have some of your people sitting here watching my video right now because you've been watching and stalking me since 2015. The origin date or the origin year, let's be clear, of this person when she first began to start ripping me off was in 2015, after a post that I made about Kendrick Lamar went viral to millions of people around the world, and I became known as the world's first dark-skinned activist. And then people were introduced to the real first dark-skinned platform. This person then began studying me and copying me right after this. These are all facts. So if you are here for the facts, if you are here for what is true, what is honest, I invite you to stay. If you're not here for what is true and what is honest, you don't need to be here. So let me real quickly, I want to screen share some things because I'm going to be talking about a lot of things here so that people will clearly understand, because there is some confusion among the people because people are just getting introduced to this and they don't really know what's going on. And that's why I have to keep coming on here making public service announcements about who actually created the first dark skin platform, which is Rashida Strober, the dark skin activist. And I actually created the first dark skin platform in the year 1998. So what I want to do, I want to start this off with history, with running down the true history, because people need to understand history. I'm not going to allow this woman to come onto YouTube and lie and be dishonest when you know you have ripped off my entire platform. This is what is going on, y'all. This is the honest truth. This is what is going on, and this is going to be eventually the legal battle. So let me introduce to some of the facts, because some of y'all already know the facts. Some of y'all have already been following me, and y'all know exactly what time it is. So what I want to do first is I want to start off with how dark skin activism got started, which is the real first platform in history for dark skin. I want to run it down. Hold on one second. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick screen share here because I want to run down the facts. We are only here to deal with the facts. And what I would like for people to do, I would like for people to listen to the facts objectively. I would like for people to take their emotions out and listen to the facts, because eventually I'm going to take this person to court and we're going to have to deal with the intellectual property theft of my work. We're going to have to deal with that. I'm going to force you to deal with it on a legal level. But right now, I'm bringing the truth before the people. So I'm going to share my screen. And we're just going to run down some of the facts here. This is a timeline that if you go into any of my YouTube videos, on most of my YouTube videos, you will be able to find this timeline where you can look. When you hear me say, I am the world's first dark-skinned activist, and I created the first platform in history, whether online, offline, I am the creator of that platform. This person did not do that. So I'm going to go over the facts. These are the hardcore facts that are irrefutable. Rashida Strober, the first dark-skinned activist and creator of dark-skinned activism. Everybody wants to know who is Rashida Strober and what's this dark-skinned thing she started. Well, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, is the first woman in history to create a movement for dark skin. Rashida is the creator, the originator, the architect of the first platform in history for dark skin. She created this dark skin platform in the year 1998 and called it dark skin activism and called herself the dark skin activist. Now, I'm going to stop the screen sharing right there, and I want to share something with y'all. This person, after she heard of me, she started calling herself a colorism activist. Now, you have to answer the question of, where did you get that from? I already know you got it from me. You got the idea to call yourself a colorism activist from hearing dark-skinned activists, because you had your channel since 2013 and you never referred to yourself as a colorism activist before hearing about the dark-skinned activist. Pause. Sit on that. I'm going to do some more screen sharing because we're going to go over some facts today, because I'm not going to allow people to steal from me and me not stand up and defend myself. This is all about the defense of the legacy of what I created. That's what this is all about. And honest, moral, ethical, upright people can clearly understand that. So continuing along with my historical timeline. Since 1998, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, built the dark-skinned activist platform into a global brand. Now, here we go with the timeline. Rashida Strober is the first Black woman and dark-skinned woman to make her dark skin the focal point of her career. I have built an entire, before any person ever thought about speaking about dark skin, I am the first person to build a career around only dark skin. And I have been doing it since 1998 before social media. What happened was people came along, like this person, they saw what I was doing, and instead of giving me credit, they ripped off and stole what I am doing. That's what happened, plain and simple. I don't even have to create any extra verbiage. I don't have to go through all of that. I'm telling y'all plain and simple what it is. There is not, you cannot name, and I'm gonna break these points down point for point. You cannot name another person on the face of this earth who before social media, let's be clear, before social media built a career and a brand off of dark skin. I am the only person in the world to do that. No one else. All these other females, they watched my work and now they're copying and plagiarizing it. Let's be clear. These are facts. Whether you like me, whether you like this person, is irrelevant. What is relevant now is the facts. And the facts is I am the first person in history to build a platform off of being dark skinned. Now, there's so much evidence of this out here. All you have to do is do a Google search of Rashida Strober, the dark skinned activist, to validate every single thing that I'm saying. Because I show my face because I don't have to lie. I'm an honest person and I tell the truth. So with that being said, I done broke down the first fact there. Let's do a screen share. Now, what happens when you do type in dark-skinned activists, when you Google dark-skinned activists, as you can see to the right, because I have done such a good job from 1998 all the way up into the present of building my platform, you see What do you have? You have over 22 million results when you type in dark-skinned activists. You're not going to get that from stealing and ripping other people off. You get this from actually being the true creator and from doing the work. So when we go over here, let's click this on right here, because this is my Wikipedia. And by the way, I did not make this Wikipedia. Someone actually created this Wikipedia about me back in 2015 after I became world famous for being the dark-skinned activist. And then this person that we are talking about watched that and started ripping off my work. So as you could clearly see, this is my Wikipedia. And again, I never created this Wikipedia. I can't tell you to this day the person that created this, but someone created this after I became famous for being the dark-skinned activist for the beef that I had in 2015 with Kendrick Lamar. All facts. So what does my Wikipedia say? Rashida Strober is an American playwright and dark-skinned activist. Strober is known for her play A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge about her experiences as a dark-skinned American woman. Here's the thing. I'm just showing you all types of evidence of me creating and people acknowledging that I created the first dark-skinned platform online or off. And this clearly shows that other people watched it, mocked it, and copied it. It's called plagiarism. It's called thievery. And I'm going to continue to point it out. If you read down a little bit further, what does it say? It says Strober is also a dark-skinned activist working for the acceptance of dark-skinned people. Way back in 2015, before this person even started talking about dark skin. And she knows this is the truth. You are not speaking about no dark skin. You watched my platform. You copied the hell out of it. And I am going to fight to the end to make sure you answer to this in a court of law. Now, whoever did this Wikipedia for me, they went and gathered up some facts at the time. If you look at the dates, you can see all of my work. That's why I said, look at what the person did before coming online. When you look at what I did, you can see that there is a clear pattern of me continuing to do dark-skinned activism. So this is an article by a reporter named Luis Perez back in March of 2011, before this person started talking about dark skin, where I was interviewed about my plays about dark skin. The next caption is September 27, 2013. Local African-American playwright tackles skin tone prejudice. Let me read that again. Dates for all these dark-skinned women out here that's ripping me off. You don't have nothing to back up what you're doing in regards to being the originator. And you will give me my respect. And I will be suing some people. September 27, 2013. And y'all can go read this for yourself. It's right there on Google. Local African-American playwright tackles skin tone prejudice. Bay News 9. May 1st, 2014. Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned female beauty revolution. Hold up. But you created this whole thing. Let's click that article on right there. Let's go to that article. I might come back to my Wikipedia because I'm dropping evidence right now. This is the Weekly Challenger, which is one of the most well-known newspapers in the city of St. Petersburg. Look at that date. But you trying to sit here and claim that you brought the dark-skinned platform online. You didn't. You're ripping me off because my dates clearly show that I laid the foundation and you copied. But what you know how to do is market other people's ideas. You steal and then you market other people's ideas. So here's another piece of evidence, as we could clearly see. The Weekly Challenger, May 1st, 2014. The Dark-Skinned Female Beauty Revolution, written by Rashida Strober. By Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist, right there in your face. 2014, people. This is well before this person even started speaking. Now, if you were around in 2014 talking about dark skin, Rashida Strober, I would have been writing about you. I would have known about you. The only person that I ever have given credit to is Cola Booth, because she the real deal. The rest of you, especially this person, is a thief and a liar and not an honest person. And I'm going to fight you legally until the end because you didn't create the first dark skin platform. Rashida Strober created the first dark skin platform and you're ripping it off. What you are is a marketer and a thief, period, point blank. That's just one piece of evidence. Again, the dates, May 1st, 2014, the dark skin female beauty revolution. Who do you know in 2014 was writing like this? I'm just going to stay here and hone in on this for a bit because this is very important. This is very important for my credibility because I can go back years and show the dark skin platform that I built from the ground up when nobody except for Cola Booth in the 90s spoke about dark skin. And for these women to come along and think that they're going to thief from me without a legal fight, you're wrong. It's not going to happen. I'm going to fight for what is mine because the evidence is clear. The receipts clear. The dates clear that Rashida Strober created the entire dark skin lane. And I will fight to the end for what is mine. The dark skin female beauty revolution, May 1st, 2014. Hone in on that date. Ask yourself, where was this person in 2014 speaking about dark skin? Pause. Now let's read a little bit about what I said. You can go and read the article. In fact, I'm going to drop the article in the chat box. Give me a second. Dropping it in the chat box. Ask yourself when you're reading this, where was this person in 2019 or 2014 talking about dark skin? Since you're so concerned about dark skin, where was this person in 2014? Where were you? Where were you? You were nowhere around because you're a liar. You're not an honest person and you are a thief. And that is a fact. Let me go back to the article that I wrote in 2014. Newsflash. Dark-skinned women are beautiful. Make no mistake that many of us already knew this. However, it is an exciting time for dark-skinned women and girls in 2014. 2014. Look at how I'm writing. My whole platform has always been about dark skin. Unlike this individual who started their channel in 2013 and never uttered a word about dark skin until after Rashida Strober put dark skin on the map as the world's first dark skin activist. That's a fact. Anybody that's disputing that, you should leave because you're not being honest. And I only want honest, ethical, moral, upright people on my channel. I'm not interested in anybody else. I'm only interested in factual people. So let's continue reading some more of what I wrote, my pioneering work that dates back. This is just one article of many dating back to 2014. I said, the attention that is being focused on dark-skinned women is wonderful. It is something that I have personally advocated for years. Remember, I wrote this in 2014. Now, why would I say it is something that I personally advocated for years if I hadn't actually been advocating for it for years? I told y'all I've been the dark-skinned activist since 1998 and continue to develop dark-skinned activism and was the first to bring it to the internet in 2009. Let's keep going. Dark-skinned women have for so long been the invisible women. I wonder if this person has came to my Wikipedia, read some of my articles, and you're just continuing to parrot and elaborate on what I'm saying without intellectual honesty, without giving credit. Don't you know that you'll be kicked out of college for plagiarizing another person's work? Let's keep going. If you were beautiful and dark-skinned, it was hard to get that beauty recognized in a sea of women who were always, no matter what, considered the standard of beauty. One of my dark-skinned friends would always complain that light-skinned girls always got the guy, even though they were not half as good-looking as she was. She said her dark skin would always make the guys look at her only second to her light-skinned friends. I can't deny that what my friend said was the truth. I had grown up being ridiculed because of my darker skin tone by almost everyone I knew except for white people. I often wondered why white people saw me as attractive while black people didn't. Now, hold up. Now, I see they got another dark-skinned female out here that came out with a storyline just like this. The ridiculed, the bullied for being dark-skinned storyline. Now, if you look at this, remember the dates on Google is not going to lie. 2014. They started pushing this person years later. See, the problem is not talking about dark skin. The problem is people ripping off my work and using other people to rip off my work and not giving credit. When I have receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt of working like a dog tirelessly and selfishly to create this platform, and then to see other people come along, be inspired by, read my work, and then go rip it off. I don't respect none of you and what you're doing. That's why when some of y'all bring me stuff, I look at this and I say, these people are regurgitating my work and not giving me credit for it. That's what's going on. All of them are doing this, whether they admit to it or not, because an artist, a writer knows their work. I just wanted y'all to see my face while I said that. Let's go back and continue examining my 2014 article called The Dark-Skinned Female Beauty Revolution. Think about that. Think about how forward-thinking that is. Who do you know? I'm going to pose this question again. Who do you know in 2014 that was speaking about dark skin? And mind you, and I'm going to talk about this when I go back to my timeline. Shortly after that 2014 article, I was contacted by Tommy Sotomayor to come on to his show. I was contacted. Notice what I said. I wonder why Tommy Sotomayor wasn't contacting this person. Why did Tommy Sotomayor not contact this particular person about a dark skin agenda? You know why? Because you didn't have it. It didn't exist. You watched me, mocked me, then you copied me. And I'm going to fight you legally in court over my creation. Let's continue. Let's go back to the article. Again, I'm going to stress these dates. And I'm stressing these dates because this person did not speak on dark skin prior to these dates. You can't, where's the work? And if you find some work, the person is so manipulative, they'll probably conjure it up. But I don't have to do that because, again, I've been the dark-skinned activist. Clearly, May 1st, 2014, The Dark-Skinned Beauty Revolution by Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist. Clearly, that's what it says. In 2006, notice the dates. In 2006, my anger, heartbreak, and disappointment at a lifetime of being viewed as black and ugly prompted me to write the play A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. Again, that's very telling of me creating the platform, the first platform for dark skin. In 2014, I wrote about creating a play called A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge in 2006. Very telling. See, the devil, let me stop the screen sharing. See, folks, what y'all got to understand is that the devil is in the details. You can go back and look at my history and read these little small, minute details and realize that everything I'm saying is true. A ethical, smart, intelligent, upright person can go back and look at something as simple as a 2014 article and say, well, she's talking about the play that she wrote about dark skin in 2006, before the damn internet even became what it is. This woman has been doing dark skin activism as proven clearly by the work way before YouTube, way before this dark skin online platform that's really Rashida's dark skin online platform, way before anybody else aside from Cola Booth. I will always give her her credit, has been doing it. Clear proof. And Let me just Google. Let's see what happens when we Google a dark-skinned woman's revenge, which my Wikipedia mentions. Let me do a screen share. Give me a second. You don't rip off a person's work and just think that you're going to be allowed to do it after that person has actually put in the work. You're not going to do that to me. So what happens when I type in a dark-skinned woman's revenge? The play that I wrote way back in 2006. You see a lot of stuff come up. Now, I turned the book into the play that I wrote in 2006, which is copywritten with the Writers Guild of America. And I have the proof that I copywrote it in 2006. I have the documents right here. I turned the book into, or the play into a book. I want to ask, where was this person in 2006? What were you doing in 2006? Did you have a dark skin platform? You didn't. What you did, Rashida Strober came along, the world's first dark skin activist, the woman who actually put in the work of taking the hits for dark skin, being bold and brave enough to create the first platform, writing the books, writing the plays, going around the country speaking on darkism. Then I brought it to the internet, and what you did is you watched it and you copied it. You are not an originator. You are a thief. You are not a creator. You are a thief. And anybody that would come on here and deny that is a liar. Anyone in light of the evidence that would come on here and you are a groupie and a liar. I'm not going to take the lying part out. You are a groupie and a liar. Just like I'm going to diverge a little bit and talk about R. Kelly. Some of those women admitted to helping R. Kelly abuse that girl. Some of those women admitted to helping R. Kelly abuse that girl. They're no better than R. Kelly. They're all a part of the same boat. So the people that would come on here and defend a thief and a liar in light of clear evidence, you are a liar and a thief as well. You condone lying and thieving. And what I'm going to do, and those of you that are coming on here, I'm going to mute you. I'm going to get you off here, because if you're not going to be honest about what this woman has done in regards to ripping off my platform and not being honest about it, you don't need to be on my channel, because I like honest people. I like honest people and I like facts. That's what I like. That's what I like. So you can't, your comments will not be tolerated. Your comments will not be tolerated. And I'm going to go through my comments on here, and I'm just going to mute you, because, or put you in timeout, whatever I got to do, because you're not honest. The reason why I'm doing it is because you're not being honest. I am clearly pointing out the proof and evidence of me creating the first platform in history for dark skin. Nobody else did it. And I'm letting you guys know that people have sat back and watched me, and y'all can't even admit that they're watching me and copying me. The same thing goes with this light-skinned dude with the long hair who's been lying about loving dark-skinned women only to get views and promotion. They're all liars. He interviewed me in 2015. After he interviewed me, what did he do? He did the same thing that this person is doing. YouTube and the Black YouTube is filled with a bunch of liars and thieves and people that rip other people's work off. But you know what? Just like I'm the world's first dark-skinned activist, which is my brand, and this person has actually used my brand name alongside their name, you can't do that. That's illegal. I'm going to be the first Black person on YouTube to take someone to court for ripping off my work. And I don't care what I have to do, it's going to get done. Let me go back to the timeline here. So I'm just throwing in some commentary here as I talk to y'all. And I'm going to be doing more lives on this. This is not going to be, because the people deserve to know who the creator, the originator of the first platform in history for dark skin is, and the work that I put in, and that people came along because they know how to market and they're stealing. They're ripping off. The people deserve to know the truth. And I'm here to tell the truth about my legacy, about my creation. I will not let anybody take that away from me. I will not let a faceless person who's been watching me, stalking me for years, rip off my work without me coming on and letting the world know this is what is going on. I will not do that. Let's go back to the timeline here. Now, I stopped at Rashida Strober is the first Black woman and dark-skinned woman to make her dark skin the focal point of her career, because I wanted to show y'all this career started back in 1998. And then I built it all the way up until 2019. Let's continue down this timeline. 1998, Rashida gave birth to dark skin activism with a speech about the dark skin model Alec Weck given at St. Petersburg College. And I'm going to stop the screen sharing because I want y'all to see my face while I'm reading this timeline. This is very important. From 1998 to 2005, Rashida served as an activist in her community while continuing to develop creative works around only dark skin. 2006, listen to these dates. Rashida created the Dark Skin Activist Tour, featuring her one-woman play about dark skin, which is the first of its kind, called A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. You can't tell me that people on the internet who have had exposure to my work are not plagiarizing and copying. There's no way that you can argue against this, because I have proof and evidence. 2009, this is very important. In 2009, you are looking at the person that built the first dark skin website. The first dark skin website. The first dark skin website. That's why I'm saying this person is a thief and a liar. I've had my website for years. You're just now creating a website and you're doing it based on my work. You're a thief. Just come out and be a woman about it and admit to it, because I'm not going to let this go. Real quick, you go to my website. Let me do some screen sharing here. This is very important. And I've updated my website multiple times. But in 2009, let me give y'all a history. This is my website right here today. And I change my website all the time. If I have a performance that I'm doing, I'll change my website. But in 2009, I built the first dark skin website on Yahoo. I want y'all to see my face. Hold up. In 2009, you looking at the person that built the first dark skin website, the first online platform for dark skin in 2009 on yahoo.com. I got to pause because I want that to sink in. Now, what I did, of course, is over time, I had to update and develop the website. So now you see my website. Hold on. Now you see my website. This is what it looks like today. And of course, I don't have any shows going on right now, but I have up here, as you can see, coming soon, the Dark Skin Activist presents the live stream pay-per-view 2019 online performance of A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge. Now, if y'all see that going on anywhere else, you know people are ripping me off. It's just that simple. So this is my new updated website. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. And this is my play that I've been performing for years. I wrote it, listen to the dates, 2006. Ask this person, was they talk about dark skin in 2006? You weren't. And if you say you were, you're lying. You're lying. You're not telling the truth. A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, which is my one-woman play where I play 5 different characters. So as you can see, that's me in the middle. And these are the characters that I play. Wrote this play back in 2006. 2006. This is my newest book. I've written more books on dark skin than any person in the world. You can't tell me that people have not read my books, been exposed to my books, and used ideas out of the book without my permission. You can't tell me they haven't. Speaking of that, let's go to my other books. They're sold on Amazon. How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, which this person is also plagiarizing and ripping off. This book is the first motivational book in the world for dark skin. How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet is the first motivational book in the world for dark skin. Nobody wrote a book about dark-skinned women or any platform about dark-skinned women or helping dark-skinned women before Rashida. You didn't do it. You can create all the fake online platforms you did. You are getting your work. You are getting your ideas. You have ripped off my work. That is a fact. Deny it all you want. The parallels are too close. This book, How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, you created an online version of this book. That's what you did. Look at the date, 2016. And to be honest, I actually wrote this book back in about 2013. I just didn't publish it. How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet. And out of the kindness of my heart, this is why I'm really upset, because for people stealing from me. I have been giving this book away for free for years. How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet. But my people thanking me, their way of thanking me is to steal from me, is to rip me off, is to go and create websites based on my book, which is my intellectual property, which is copywritten with the United States Copyright Office, How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet. Instead of them saying thank you and being honest and crediting me, they use the book to go create derivatives of my work. Let's see what I have in How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet while we're here. And remember that Rashida Strober, myself, the dark-skinned activist, the world's first dark-skinned activist, is the author of the most books on dark skin than anyone in the world. And my books come from my heart and soul, not from copying people on YouTube, because I've been doing this before YouTube, before social media. I started in 1998. Let's see what I have. And in the book, I clearly told you, all rights reserved. No portion of this manual may be reproduced, stored in any electronic system, or transmitted in any form or by any means electronic, meaning you can't go and create derivatives of my book in an online form. It's right there. Let's continue. These are all my websites, but let's get into the meat. And see, again, if you look at my dedications and look at this person's work, they're copying and coming up with derivatives based on my work. Just the little small things like my dedication. Dark-skinned women and girls worldwide. That's what I dedicated my book to. This person uses the same verbiage. Where are you getting this from? You're getting it from Rashida Strober, the world's first dark-skinned activist. Dark-skinned women and girls worldwide. This person uses the same exact verbiage. You're a fucking thief. Let's see what I said. I said to all the beautiful dark-skinned women and girls around the world, I love you. You're beautiful. This is for you. So now you are saying the same exact thing. Where are you getting this from? You got to answer these questions. And I'm going to take you to task in a court of law. You're not going to be able to just steal. Samuel X, my late father, thank you for making me know I was dark-skinned and beautiful. So are you going to now start saying your dad made you know you was dark-skinned and beautiful to give you a backstory? See, you can't copy originality. Eventually, you're going to get called out. Remember, I wrote this book in about 2000, between 2012, 13, The Rough Draft, and then published it years later. What else did I say? I said Maddie Everett, my beloved 7th grade teacher and my greatest dark-skinned female influence. You love my dark skin unconditionally. Now I'm writing this stuff years before anybody is talking about dark skin. And then, of course, Cola Booth. I always pay homage to the originator of the dark-skinned female. She's not the first dark-skinned activist, but she is the first person to really advocate for dark skin. See, I'm honest. I'm so honest, I put it in my book. I'm so honest about it. I don't come on YouTube, watch other people, create websites and YouTube channels and lie. I'm original and I'm also honest. You'll never have that over me. You can copy and rip me off, but you'll never have the foundation of originality. Let's keep going. What else did I write? Lauryn Hill. Now, I love Lauryn Hill.
She's named after me.
There you go. You hear my baby in the back. I named my daughter after Lauryn Hill because Lauryn Hill was dark skin and nappy hair. You gonna copy that too? You gonna start saying you got a daughter that you named? You gonna have to go all the way back though. You gonna have to go all the way back in order. You have to work real hard to copy me because this is authentic stuff. This is real stuff that you cannot duplicate. Lauryn Hill, one of the most brilliant human beings to walk the earth. Thank you for making skinny, kinky-haired, dark-skinned girls popular. All this original content that's coming from my heart, not coming from watching and copying somebody on YouTube. Malcolm X, I was inspired by you from the age of 14. What you gonna start now saying you was inspired by Martin Luther King to start dark-skin activism? What derivative of that are you gonna do? Then I said, Black men, dark-skinned women worldwide. It is my greatest hope to see Black men and dark-skinned women marry and be happy in greater numbers than ever before. You gonna copy that? Because that's been my whole reason for starting dark-skinned activism, is to bring the Black man back to the dark-skinned black woman in balanced numbers. You gonna copy that? That's why I was on Tommy Sotomayor, because these people saw my authenticity. They saw my realness and they saw my historical track record since 98. You can't copy that. You can't copy that. Let's see. What you gonna copy? This part written on dark skin beauty equality is a human right. I wrote this way back in about 2010 and put this in the book. You gonna copy that? You gonna copy that? You gonna plagiarize and rip that off too? Dark skin, just for the record, I am the writer of this book and everything in it. Let me be clear, because people are ripping me off left and right. I'm not going to allow that without a legal fight. This particular portion, dark skin beauty equality is a human right, is an idea that Rashida Strober, the dark skin activist, originated. If y'all see that anywhere else, it came from my book, How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet. Now let's see what I originated in this idea, which you probably read and tried to figure out a way to duplicate and copy as well. Many of the sufferings of humanity have come as a result of the premise that some human beings are greater than others. Rubbish. I am for the equal treatment of all human beings. God made all human beings equal. No one is greater or better than anyone else. As such, the Dark Skin is Beautiful campaign is a humanitarian campaign for equality. I am not a dark skinned supremacist. I do not advocate for dark skin privilege. I advocate for the equalization of the beauty of dark skinned women and girls on par with the beauty of non-dark skinned women and girls worldwide. You gonna copy that? Because you already are. Even in your verbiage, I can see my work clearly. Y'all can go and check the book out. If you want a copy of the book, you know what to do. But as you can see, all this is original. This is all original. Let's look at the table of contents. My original work that people are ripping off on YouTube. A hot dark skin introduction. The hottest dark skinned chick on the planet challenge. Hot dark skinned chicks make the rules. Hot dark skinned chicks believe. Hot dark skinned chicks date themselves. Warning, hateful people are toxic, so run like hell. Are you ready to have kids? Your body is your hot dark skinned chick temple. Now, again, I see derivatives of my work from this person. You cannot tell me that this person has not read. Of course, you've been watching my video. We all know that. We all know that. You cannot tell me that this person has not looked at my work and created derivatives. This is original. This is before you. You ain't, where your books that you wrote? Where they at? Again, you started a channel in 2013, didn't start talking about dark skin until 2015 after I put dark skin on the map as the world's first dark skin activist. Then you changed up your whole swag. Period, point blank. Period, point. That's a fact. I'm just spitting straight facts here. But again, all the evidence and the receipts. Look at this. Look at all this work that I've done in my book. And again, the thanks I get is not people telling the truth and saying, you know what? I got this from Rashida Strober, the world's first dark skin activist, but creating derivatives of my work. That's what's going on. Now, y'all already saw my other books. Hold on. That's How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, the first motivational book in the world ever written for dark skin. Then we got Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Darkism is a word that I actually coined. Don't ever get it twisted. This is copywritten work. Darkism is a word that Rashida Strober coined, just like dark skin activist is a phrase rather that I coined. Facts. So stop being intellectually dishonest, because I'm going to take somebody to court because I have the backing of copywritten work, which is intellectual property. You cannot come along on YouTube just because you see somebody doing something original that you feel is great and think you can rip their work off and go create derivatives. You can't do that. I'm not going to allow that. Let's keep going. And of course, we already talked about A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. And then when we go back to my website, my latest book is Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment, which is the first book. All of these things are innovative. I don't watch other people and copy them. They come from my brain. But other people watch me, the innovator, the creator, the architect, and steal. That's what's going on YouTube. Token Dark Girl is a book that came from my brain, where I'm critiquing dark-skinned girls in popular culture. Now, if you hear other people critiquing dark-skinned girls in popular culture, it came from Token Dark Girl. Period, point blank. I haven't published this book on Amazon yet, but the book is available if you want to buy it. You know what to do. The book is available. So let's go down. Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist, bringing awareness and solutions to the struggles of dark-skinned people since 1998. Now, if you see that verbiage anywhere else, because these people are stealing from me, you know they're getting it from the dark-skinned activists. See, I come up with all these innovations, bringing awareness and solutions to the struggles of dark-skinned people since 1998. Bringing awareness and solutions to the struggles of dark-skinned people since 1998. And clearly my track record shows that I actually been doing it for real, not watching people on YouTube and ripping off and stealing, but being in the community. Let's go take a look at some of these photos. Actually being in the community with the people. This is my other book, A Dark-Skinned Girl's Triumph, the Rashida Strober story. You're not the dark-skinned activist. You didn't create this lane. I own the lane because I created it. Facts. When you build the body of work that I have done, then maybe you could talk, but you haven't. You don't have it. I got the foundation and you're ripping it off. What you are is a ripoff artist. Another one of my plays back in Dallas, Fort Worth, about 3 years ago. Pictures, promo pictures that I took for my play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. One of the pictures I have is a screaming picture that this person completely ripped off. This Blackie picture is my original work and creation to bring concept to my play and the characters that I play. All of these pictures that you see are from me building my brand over the years regarding dark skin activism that deals with my plays, my books, and my lectures as the world's original, real, first dark-skinned activist. The real one, not the fake one. Now, let's go, because I'm just kind of going through my website. Let's go look at some of my press that I have received, which is further proof of me building the first platform offline and online for dark skin that others aren't ripping off. Now, this review, and I'm sorry that you can't see it, but I will gladly send it to you if you would like. This is a review from 2012. 2012. It says, performance artist wows the crowd. It's about my play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, which is on the Dark Skin Activist Tour, where the arts and entertainment section of this particular paper, they gave me a wonderful review after one of the editors came and watched the show. This is what you do when you build dark skin activism. You don't come online and watch people videos and steal from them and then go create derivative channels and then market their work and try to pass it off as your own. This is the real deal. You can't duplicate this, honey. I play 5 characters and do it very well. You can't duplicate that. This is an endorsement letter from 2012 from a teacher who invited me to his school to perform A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge and to do a darkism talk. 2012. It's right there. Go look at it. I think I got some more endorsement letters up here. From the Pinellas County Urban League, 2012. The president is endorsing my work because he liked my work after coming to see my play, because I'm the real dark-skinned activist. I've been doing the work in the community. Proof. Not stealing from people. Another write-up about me. This is the picture, by the way, that this person stole. This picture I took years ago as promo for my plays, and I put it on the cover of my book. You watched my work and you used the same screaming picture and you stole. You're a thief. Plain and simple. You could dice it and slice it up however you want. You're a thief. But the fact remains, as you can clearly see with the receipts, this is from about 2012. National performance artist performs for the local community. I have been performing A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge on the Dark Skin Activist Tour for years. It's right there in your face. Proof. My screaming picture of the angry, loud, dark-skinned woman right there in front of your face years before you even thought about it. You're stealing from me. You're watching me and copying me. You're a thief. Let's keep going. And y'all could go here. I got more where this came from. Now, this picture is very important. Back in 2012, I won a very prestigious award for my performance as Georgiana in my play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. Where were you in 2012 talking about dark skin? I was in North Carolina in 2012. That's October 11, 2012. You can see the date. Winning a prestigious award for Actress of the Year for my portrayal of the dark-skinned Georgiana in my play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, which I wrote in 2006, and have been performing on the Dark Skin Activist Tour. This is the real work of dark skin activism, not coming online, ripping off someone's work, creating a website and trying to pass it off as your own. You can't duplicate this years of work. This is years of work, real evidence with the dates to back it up, receipts. You can't duplicate it. You can try to steal and copy from me all you want. You're not the dark skin activist. And eventually, I'm taking this to court. This is just the beginning. What else we got here? The Weekly Challenger, 2013. Boom, I'm on the cover of the Floridian from the Tampa Bay Times, which is the fifth largest newspaper in the country, where they covered my story about my play, about dark skin. As you can see, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. 2013. You cannot duplicate the work of you're going to have to do a hell of a whole lot of work to catch up or equal to my work. YouTube and talking on a camera and hiding your face, honey, that's not going to do it. Because I'm going to fight and I'm going to let the whole world know that I got this person out here that have ripped off 20 plus years of work. I'm going to let the world know. I'm going to keep screaming it until I can't damn scream it no more. Because The evidence and the proof is right here. The evidence and the proof is right here. And make sure y'all go and visit the website. Make sure y'all go and visit the website and take a look at all this wonderful stuff of all this evidence and receipts. And nobody can refute it. You could try to refute it. You can try. Go ahead and try to refute it. Go ahead and try to. Let me address this. Yummy Licks, are you here? Yummy Licks, are you still on here? Because I'm gonna address you directly. Are you on here? If you on here, say something. Say something in the chat. Say something in the chat if you're on here. They have so much to say. You had so much to say, but you ain't got nothing to say now. Because I'm coming in the chat box now, addressing people straight up. And I will address you directly to your face. Make no mistake. See, I travel around the country performing my dark skin plays, doing my darkism talk. I don't just sit on YouTube, and the people know that. So I have no problem saying whatever I'm saying to someone's face. You will get told, because, hold on one second. Let me make sure this is plugged up. You will get told based on what is truth, based on what is factual. I want you, Yummy Licks. Yummy Licks. I want you to holler if you still here, because I'm definitely going to address you. And I don't see that you still here. They come up in the comments. They come up in the comments making these comments. And then when I come on here and read the comments ready to address you, you run and hide. That's coward behavior. If you're going to make comments, if you're bold enough to come on here and watch this video, watch this live, which I can't stop nobody from doing. What I'm saying is, be man or woman enough when I come at you and when I come to you to address your comment, be man or woman enough to address me. So Yummy Licks, if you're still here, holla if you hear me. Holla if you hear me. Real quick. For those of you that believe in my work, please go ahead and make a donation. Because again, as you can see, I am fighting a battle for my legacy, and I'm not going to stop. I am fighting against people that said I was crazy, and then now they're turning around and ripping off the exact same work that they called crazy. So I am fighting, and I am asking people to make a donation. Make a donation here. I have been victimized by Black YouTube, because that's what's going on. It's the victimization by Black YouTube of my life, my work, and my legacy. And if you believe in justice, if you believe in fairness, if you believe that people should not rip other people off and steal from them and pass off work as their own, then go ahead and make a donation. What I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and put the GoFundMe information right there in the chat box. And if you want to go to my PayPal and donate, I will put the PayPal email address there. And the PayPal email address is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. And just so you guys know, I am planning another performance on the Dark Skin Activist Tour. I am currently putting that together right now. Those of you that are my real supporters and fans and followers, I want to say shout out to y'all, because I really truly appreciate y'all. I will be doing a performance of either a dark skinned woman's revenge or releasing my new material, because I do have some new material that I'm thinking about releasing on the Dark Skin Activist Tour. I have been in contact with a venue in Atlanta. Yes, I love coming to Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta, because Atlanta, yes, Atlanta has been good to me. So I have been in contact with a venue in Atlanta, and right now we are negotiating a tentative. You want to live in Atlanta? Well, maybe we might live in Atlanta. I have been negotiating. Let me put on my red lipstick.
We're gonna have to bring Daddy with us.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me get my stuff out. Let me get my stuff out, because I gotta let the people know. So yeah, I have been in negotiations with the venue in Atlanta to bring my show on the Dark Skin Activist Tour back to Atlanta again. I have been doing one show per year. In 2017, I was blessed to do, Lauren, you got to be quiet with that while I'm talking, please. And plug that up for me, please. In 2017, I was actually blessed to do 4 shows. So the number of shows that I do on the Dark Skin Activist Tour, it is growing. God is blessing me to continue, even in the midst of people stealing from me and ripping off, because I know that my story is going to come to a bigger light one day. I already know it is. I'm not even worried about it. That's why I'm gonna keep spitting the truth and keep being Rashida Strober, being me, my authentic self, and telling my truth. I told you, you got to stop doing that while I'm hold on, y'all. Hold on one second. Okay, so yeah, quick commercial break. But yes, I want to encourage people to donate to my campaign, because I'm going to be doing either a Dark Skin Woman's Revenge. I ain't gonna tell y'all the new name because I got these haters out here stealing. I got these haters out here stealing. They like to take, they like to thief. So when I decide which show that I'm going to do on the Dark Skin Activist Tour, I will be letting everybody know, because y'all have to remember, I'm an artist. I am the first artist in the world. When I say an artist, I mean I'm a writer and I'm an actor. That's why I'm upset about people stealing and ripping off my work, because they're actually ripping off and stealing from my intellectual property and creating derivatives of it. And that is illegal. That is illegal. You can't do that. And I'm going to fight you in a court of law. But I'm not going to allow these people to stop me from the work. Last year, I was able to produce a Dark Skin. I need you to finish that. You got to finish, because hold on, y'all. I was blessed to go ahead and do a show a year is what I've been doing. I've been to the DC Black Theater Festival, the Atlanta Black Theater Festival. I have been producing my show as an independent artist for years. And that's the reason why I asked for donations. Now, not only for production donations, I ask for donations now to handle the legal aspect of it, because I have people like this person that have ripped off my work, and I'm going to fight them on a legal level. But I want people to know I will never stop the creative work, because I'm a creator, I'm an artist, I'm an actress. This is what I do. This is what I was born to do. God gave me dark skin activism. God put it in me to create the first platform for dark skin from my heart, not from watching and copying other people. Okay, go finish those two. Not from watching and copying other people, but from doing it from here. And again, I just showed y'all receipt after receipt after receipt of me being the first and me being authentic. Okay, I want you to just don't talk about it. Just finish it. You don't have to keep talking about it. Just do it. That's the key. So in 2019, like I said, I'm in talks with a venue in Atlanta. We are negotiating a date. As soon as I get everything, because I like to lock everything in, and then I will go ahead and start the marketing and putting the tickets on sale, and people will be able to buy tickets to my Dark Skin Activist show. And I want to say shout out to everybody that came to see me in Atlanta, to the Darkism Talk, and to the people that came to the actual play. Man, I was so happy to meet y'all. And that's one of the reasons why I love doing my live plays and my live shows, because I actually get to meet and interact with the people. And again, I've been doing this before YouTube. If you go back to my history, I wrote the play in 2006. I was living in Los Angeles, began performances of it, and copywrote it with the Writers Guild of America. And so, yeah, I just want y'all to keep a lookout for that on my shows. And I plan on growing my shows, because what I found out, I did my first live stream pay-per-view of my play, A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge. And I got the reviews, and people absolutely loved it. They absolutely loved it, and they want me to do it again. And I'm not going to allow these people to stop me from my creative gift of writing and performing. Just looking at some of the reviews here, of what some of the people said, I'm just reading the real live reviews for y'all. because I'm very happy and pleased that the people like my work. And this is why I fight for the integrity of the work, the purity of the work, the organic nature of the work. This is what one person said, and these are anonymous, so I don't know who wrote this. One person said, it was a phenomenal play that is both educational and bold. I truly enjoyed every character and storyline. Thank you. You understand? I put my heart and soul into my work. I don't play when it comes down to my work. And that's why this is so important to me, to speak on people online that are stealing from my years of hard work. A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge is a play that I wrote in 2006. Then I turned it into a book. Do y'all know how much work that takes? When I talk about making YouTube videos, it's easy for me to hop on camera and talk, but it's a lot. It takes a lot of intellectual discipline to sit and write a play, then turn it into a book, then memorize 5 characters, which is what I've done, and then deliver a stellar performance. And the reason why I know the performance is stellar is not because I'm bragging, it's because of what the people say. I go off of what the people say. What the people say is what is important to me. And I do this work for the people. I need you to finish. I need you to finish. There's no excuse why you shouldn't be done. Another person said, Rashida, I really admire your honesty and your emotional rawness mixed with courage when discussing this issue that is constantly kept in secret. I learned a lot from you and you helped me find my courage. So these are real reviews that came from people that watched my play. And this is why I do what I do. And I've been doing this since 2006. Back in 2010 in St. Petersburg, I have given more free shows than I could count. I used to give performances for free at the library and would speak about dark skin issues as a human right. All these things are my original thought processes. And that's why I said I can't respect people that are ripping off and plagiarizing my work. Go be original. Don't rip other people off. And that's what's going on. I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight the good fight, because it's the good fight. It's the honest fight. It's the fight that originated from what I created in '98, developing dark skin activism when nobody talked about it. But now people can get views off of it. That's what this person realized while you was talking about weaves and typical stuff in the Black community. When you saw me get all that attention for talking about Kendrick Lamar, because let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. When this person saw me get all this attention from speaking about Kendrick Lamar, that is when they began plagiarizing me in 2015. Mind you, I have been the dark-skinned activist speaking on issues about darkism and colorism since 1998. I developed it and brought it to the internet, and it blew up really blew up in 2015. And after that, this person changed their whole channel to start talking about dark skin based upon my work. Let me share the screen. Let me let everybody know what kicked off this plagiarism. If you type in Rashida Strober, Kendrick Lamar, you will see numerous of articles from 2015 where people were writing about me and what I had to say about Kendrick Lamar, because it spearheaded the conversation on colorism and darkism online. Once again, this Kendrick Lamar episode spearheaded the conversation about colorism and darkism online. This person that we're talking about began after 2015. After 2015, which is when I became known as the dark skin activist, which I had already been, but it became popular through the world through a post that went viral to millions. And here's the post. A lot of y'all already know it. I said, well, would you look at here? Another fake conscious exposed. I will never support him nor his music with one dime of my money, and encourage all dark-skinned women not to. That was the post that made everybody start talking about dark skin and saying, what's a dark skin activist? And then after this came out, this person that we're talking about began talking about dark skin. Before this person was not talking about dark skin. They go back to their channel and look. You can go back to their channel and look. They started their channel in 2013. They did not start talking about dark skin until I came on the scene as the dark skin activist. Then you called yourself the colorism activist because you copied my work. You're a thief. And I have a problem with that. You cannot, I will not be quiet about a person that has created a whole channel derivative off of my work. You didn't take the hits for this. You sat behind the camera hiding. Y'all, do you know how many death threats I have gotten for this, for speaking about dark skin and calling myself the dark skin activist? I took the actual real hits for this. And now you think that you're going to benefit off of my work without me saying something? No, you're a thief and you're a liar and you're not honest. All over the internet, dark skin activists, this, people making videos. This is what spearheaded Rashida Strober's dark skin activist commentary, spearheaded the entire conversation online. What's this? This is gossip. Okay? They published some of the other stuff that I said. Now, y'all can't tell me that this chick and other people, because this went viral to millions of people all over the world. I was also made Donkey of the Day. Let's go find that. I was also made Donkey of the Day by Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club. I was also made Donkey of the Day by Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club. They have millions of listeners. This person was one of those people that was exposed to the dark skin activists, and then you ripped off my work and copied it because you saw the attention I got. I'm calling you out for it. You're a thief and a liar. You're not honest. You're not sincere. You built your channel off of my work. Period, point blank, end of discussion. You're not original. You're not sincere. You're a thief and a liar. I have too much evidence and receipts. All y'all got to do is go ahead and Google my name. This picture here is from an interview that I did with a newspaper about my play. This is the old version of A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. It just tells you how long I've been doing this. There's so many articles written about me online that I haven't even seen them all. Kendrick Lamar, Skin Tone and Personal Choice. This article written April 10, 2015. This person was not talking about no dark skin, but prior to me. This is a fact. People all over the internet wrote about Rashida Strober, the dark skin activist. It's right there online. All you got to do is look. I'm showing it to you. I'm making it easy for y'all. I mean, I got so many articles that was written about me, about this guy, it's not even funny. I'm typing in some of this stuff and seeing some of this stuff for the first time. I still have people that still contact me talking about this stuff to this day. Look at this. This is what this person copied and ripped off. This is the real organic dark skin activism that this person ripped off and copied. Look at this article, April 7, 2015. Let's see what they said. We were shocked by the comments made by a suspected internet troll pretending to be a dark-skinned activist named Rashida Strober. First of all, I actually coined the very phrase dark-skinned activist. Second of all, dark-skinned activist is my legal brand name. Just like McDonald's belongs to McDonald's and you can't go around using McDonald's and open up a business, dark-skinned activist belongs to Rashida Strober. That is a fact. I own it. I branded it. It belongs to me. It is my trademark intellectual property. And I will come after anybody that uses it. You do not have permission to use the phrase dark-skinned activist in any of what you do. And I've seen this person do this. But this article highlights the fact that people all over the world were exposed to my dark-skinned activist brand. And it was so new to them that they started writing about it and people commenting about it. Again, Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist, as you could clearly see, spearheaded the discussion on dark skin online. Nobody could take credit for that. I'm not going to allow you to. I'm the first to do it, and people are ripping off my work. And again, all it takes, it's just so much up here about me till it's not even funny. Like, we can go on and on and on and on, Googling Rashida Strober, Kendrick Lamar, and the dark-skinned activists. And the reason why it's so important is because I brought the dark-skinned discussion online. And again, this person didn't talk about it before 2015. They watched me come along, get this attention, and then they ripped it off. All facts. All facts. So once again, I'm in a fight for my legacy. I'm not going to stop fighting for my legacy. I'm not going to stop fighting. I don't care what anybody says, because you didn't write the books. You haven't written the most books on dark skin. You haven't built the platform since 1998. You haven't done any of that. So for those of you that have not done work equal to what I have done, you have absolutely nothing to say. You have no basis, because you haven't done what I have done. I created the entire dark skin platform. And the reason why I could come on here so boldly and say this is because I'm telling the truth. That's why I could come onto the platform and say this, because I'm telling the truth. I don't have to hide my face. I don't have to bite my tongue. I could travel anywhere in the United States and say this to anybody's face, because the truth will always win in the end. The truth is always going to stand. People can steal, they can lie, they could try to cover stuff up, they could delete videos, they could change their about section. You could do all of that. But the truth is always going to be exposed. And I'm not going to go away. I'm going to fight with these people legally, because this is my creation. This is my legacy. And if you believe in truth and honesty and integrity, and that Black people online should not be taking and stealing from people, then what you need to do is go make a donation. Go make a donation, because I'm about to be out of here. I done said pretty much what I wanted to say for today. And if the spirit hits me, I will come back on here and I will speak to the people again. I will bring it to the people again. I will bring the truth to the people. I'm not going to listen, beautiful mind, you're on it. You said this person admitted she never encountered colorism. She is a marketer who sniffed out insecurity in dark-skinned American women. Broad isn't even one of us, but collecting checks from creating strife. See, the truth is going to win. Those of you that come on here and that are against me, the truth is going to win out in the end. The truth is going to win. The truth is going to come out. You can say whatever you want about me. You could call me names. You could call me whatever, because I've been called all the names. I done took all the hits for talking about dark skin, every name imaginable. I done had people make a ton of videos. I done had people beefing with me about, I done been through the fire. But what you cannot beat is the truth. What you cannot beat is the truth. The truth is Rashida Strober, from the sincerity and honesty and integrity of her heart, is the actual and true and real creator of the first platform in history for dark skin, online and offline. And people online, including this person and others, have ripped off and stolen from me. They are liars and they are thieves. And the truth is going to be and is being exposed. And the truth will win out in the end. And that's a fact. Make sure you donate. Make sure you donate. Thank you, Mrs. SKAR Drive. You said, damn, Rashida, it's been a while since I watched you, and people are stealing your work. You say maybe it's time to accept it's never going to stop. But thank you for telling the truth. Because see, I can respect the person that will come up on my channel and tell the truth. I'm going to read your comment one more time. You said, damn, Rashida, this is what Mr. SKAR Drive, because this is important. You said, damn, Rashida, it's been a while since I watched you, and people are stealing your work. Maybe it's time to accept it's never going to stop. Thank you for being honest. But let me tell you something. I'm going to fight it, because I'm an intellectual boxer, and I will not stop until I get some form of justice. So I can't. My blood and my nature. Just like when people told me, let me tell you something. People told me I was dumb for talking about dark skin. This was way before anybody talked about dark skin. Back in 1998, my family told me I was stupid for talking about dark skin. Who the hell? Why are you talking about dark skin? Nobody wants to listen to that. This is what I was told. But now here we are. The dark skin activists spearheaded the entire conversation. I never gave up. I kept going. I kept writing my plays. I kept writing the books. And then I got noticed by people. I got noticed by the white mainstream media. Then I got noticed by people like Tommy Sotomayor and others online. Then it blew up with the Kendrick Lamar, which spearheaded the conversation. So they were wrong. So with all due respect, you're wrong. I'm going to bring these people to justice. I'm going to fight them with every ounce of energy that I have in me because I'm right. Just like I was before, I'm right. And when I fight, let me tell you something. I fight because I know I'm right, not because I think it's a great idea or because I want to get that. I fight because I know I'm telling the truth and I know I'm standing on justice and I know when people are lying and stealing and I know it's wrong and I know I have to fight. I have a right to fight. I have a right to fight for what I created. I have a right to fight for what I genuinely, organically, authentically created in 1998 before the internet that showed y'all receipt after receipt after receipt. And people called me crazy. They mocked me. Now they copy me. You think I'm going to let that go? I will never let that go. Long as God gives me breath on this earth. As long as I'm alive. As long as I got the strength. And even if I ain't got the strength, I'm a fight because I'm telling the truth. And it might take years for people to see because there are some people out there, shout out to y'all, that see the truth. Y'all see it. Y'all say, oh, dang. Some of y'all took a little, maybe a year or two, but y'all say, yeah, she was telling the truth. She's right. Receipts, check, check. It takes some time sometimes, but I got the patience. I got the wherewithal. Bring it. I will never stop fighting because I actually created this lane. It's mine. It belongs to me. And people are ripping it off and stealing it. And I'm going to fight, and I'm going to fight, and I'm going to fight, and I'm going to fight until I drop dead because I'm telling the truth. And that's what it is. So I will never let go. With all due respect. With all due respect. And you know, beautiful mind, I hear what you're saying. See, I have to do what God put on my heart to do. What God put on my heart to do was create this whole entire lane. So I'm not the type of person that just hops into lanes because other people are doing it. That's why I can't appreciate or respect what these people do. I don't respect it. And I'm exposing it. And I'm letting people know that they're thieves and they're stealing because it's unethical and it's wrong. So I've never been a bandwagon jumper. I've always been a person that follows my heart and mind and do stuff from here. Not because it's popping. Not because somebody else. It has to be from here. It's authentic. That's why I could tell the real from the fake. That's why I know when people stealing from me. You're not authentic. You don't care about dark skin. You're doing it for money. You're a thief. And I'm going to fight. It is my legal right to fight for what belongs to me. Once again, I want to remind everybody to go ahead and make a donation. If you believe, because I know that there's people out here that believe in truth and justice, support the Dark Skin is Beautiful campaign. Support the Dark Skin is Beautiful campaign actually consists of the Dark Skin Activist Tour, which helps me to keep the funding going. The real dark skin activist, the branded name, as you can see, this campaign was created in 2014. That's the date. Well before these people started talking about dark skin. I'm the originator. Help to keep the show going by making donations. You can make a donation to my GoFundMe. Or you can make a donation to my PayPal by going to icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. icecreamladydream@yahoo.com.
I want ice cream.
Okay? Go make a donation. Because once again, all of the funds, and I'm going to just put the link there in there again. All of the donations help me to keep the Dark Skin Activist Tour going. These are just my books that I've written. I've written more books than anybody in the world, and I encourage people to go and study the Dark Skin Activist, not just to listen to what I'm saying, but you guys have the power of the internet. You can go and do exactly what I did. You can go and Google Rashida Strober, GoFundMe, or Rashida Strober, Kendrick Lamar, or Rashida Strober, dark skin activist, and you can go, oops, you can go and do your own research. I encourage people to do their own research, and you will be able to clearly see that every single thing that I have said is true. Every time I type in my name, it's really strange because I see something new that pops up about myself. It's really strange. Check out how this article says, check out how Rashida Strober tackles the issue of hate towards dark-skinned women. This is a nice article. I don't know who wrote this article, but thank you. And that's what I'm saying. People know the truth. All over you're not going to just be able to Google somebody's name and stuff pops up if that person is actually not the real deal and created something. That's just another piece of evidence and proof that a person actually created something. If you go and Google that person's name and you see that that person's name pops up and appears and you're looking at the date stamps, that's another way to gauge if that person is telling the truth or not. And let me tell you something. I have never changed. I've never had to go back and change nothing on my YouTube channel, because from day one, I started talking about dark skin. This person has went back and changed stuff multiple times. That's why I said, you are a liar. You are a thief. And I will tell you this to your face, because I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. Whether you like me is irrelevant. I don't care who doesn't like me. What I care about is, do you like the truth? Do you like honesty? Do you like integrity? That's what's key to me. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch me. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all go ahead and like the video. Make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. To keep up with me, just go to darkskinactivist.com, darkskinactivist.com. You can email me for interviews. I am taking interviews. I've been interviewed. That's another form of proof. Everybody on Black YouTube knows that I'm the dark skin activist, if they're honest, because I have been interviewed by so many more platforms than I can count. So I'm always open for interviews to speak on this issue, to talk about the theft, the plagiarism, the ripping off of dark skin activism by this particular person and others. I'm ready. You know what to do. And again, I would encourage everybody to please go ahead and make a donation. Make a donation, make a donation, make a donation. Because again, making a donation, again, I want to be clear, it helps me to continue to do the work of dark skin activism and to keep it going. I have to be able to keep it going in regards to my plays and in regards to my darkism talks. Give me a second, y'all. And in regards to everything that I do. So yes, so please go and make a donation. I can't stress that enough. I can't stress that enough, because again, my goal is to bring you guys shows every year. And by the grace of God, I have been able to do that because people, gracious, wonderful people that have kindly donated to me, have been helping me to keep the production afloat. And I am a self-producing artist. People know that I'm a self-producing artist. And yeah, so make a donation. I really want to appreciate y'all and thank y'all for taking the time to watch.
If you
and
have any kids,
hold on one second, Lauren.
I can have a play day with your kids.
Oh my. Hold on one second.
Mama.
And I'm gonna leave you guys with this. And I thank y'all and I appreciate y'all. Like I said, make sure y'all share the video. Make sure y'all donate. Make sure y'all like the video. And I really appreciate everybody for taking the time to watch and listen and understand.
We use Grammarly inside our classrooms to help improve our student writing to be more clear, concise, and
like a man supposed to be. And you damn right, I forgot him. Don't know. Have that. I was with that nigga when he was broke down, when he didn't have nothing. How you gonna do me like that? Told me that dark-skinned women look like men. Do you remember when you called me blacky and ugly? Help the Lord, help me. Hell, and I'm gonna keep burns in hell. Hey, you got a cigarette? Oh. Hey, you my new cake worker? Okay. My name is George Brown and Left. I love my daddy. My own Lord to give my kids. My best friend. He took good care of me and my brothers and sisters. I got a lot of brothers and sisters. My dad worked a lot of jobs too. I don't love to get my kids though. Hey, what you laughing for?
Finish your work.
Shut up over there. I don't tell you like that. Why you laughing? I took my mother texting today. Make sure y'all share this video, subscribe, and save the date. It is going down on Saturday, November 17th. 7 p.m. sharp. Y'all know the dark-skinned activist delivers on her promises. And for the first time in the history of the dark-skinned activist tour,
that I started back in 2006 featuring my one-woman play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. I'm bringing y'all the live and in-person pay-per-view live stream performance of A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. That's right. Anyone, anywhere in the world can watch A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, the play, right from the comfort of your own home. Get your tickets now. The link to the tickets are right below in the description box of this video. Now, for my people in Atlanta, the live stream will be filmed in Atlanta, Georgia. So for those of you that are in the Atlanta area, you can catch the show live. The live show will be at Playback Sounds, located at 675 Metropolitan Parkway, Suite C12. Now, you can pay at the door, but there is limited seating, so get your tickets now. The ticketing below in the description box is also there for the people in Atlanta. Bonus! Yep, I got a bonus for y'all. On Friday, November 16th, come out and meet me, the originator of the entire dark skin lane, the first platform in history for dark skin, aka dark skin activism. Come meet the dark skin activists at the Ancient African History Museum. Now, it's only right that the dark skin activist gives y'all the history of how I created the dark skin lane at the Ancient African History Museum. This is a package deal. You get to tour the museum and then listen to a Darkism talk hosted by me, the creator of dark skin activism and the author of the most books on dark skin than anyone in the world. You will learn how and why I invented dark skin activism. You will learn about dark skin activism's impact on social media and popular culture, opening the doors for all others to openly speak on dark skin. You will learn who and what inspired me to create dark skin activism. You will also learn about all of my dark skin books, plays, and so much more. Ages 14 and up, limited seating, tour hours 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. The Darkism Talk, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The location is the Ancient African History Museum, 675 Parkway, Metropolitan Parkway. Let me get that right. Metropolitan Parkway, Suite 3118-B. Get your tickets online at ancientafricanhistorymuseum.com. I would like to thank all of my sponsors, all of my supporters, and everybody for helping me make this happen. Subscribe, share, and like this video, and I will see you on November 17th.
Awesome. I'm doing great. Now, audience gonna want to know immediately, like, what is this dark activism about? You tell us.
Well, you know what? It's funny that you asked me to come on this show in the city of St. Petersburg, because this is where all the what I call dark skin mental abuse started. Right here in St. Petersburg, right in the schools, right in the city, right in my family. You know what I'm saying? I went to Tyrone Middle School, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life because I was picked on, called the blackest, ugliest girl in the school. Matter of fact, I seen the guy who was the ringleader, and I named him CD in my play. And I confronted him. It was at a store, a corner store on Central. And right next to Amscott, I confronted him, and he acted like he didn't know who I was. And he's like, "Oh, you know, I didn't say all of this and this, that, and the third." But the point that I'm trying to get across is it's just so ironic because most of the time I've been like speaking to people and doing radio in different states and doing my plays in different states, and so it's kind of ironic that this is where the dark skin activism, the catalyst for the dark skin activism actually started. And then in 1998, I always let people know I've been a dark skin activist since 1998. I gave my first lecture on dark skin mental abuse at St. Petersburg College during Harambe. And I'll never forget the day that I did it. I actually won it was a speech contest where there was a $250 prize. I actually won. And after I gave the speech, I'll never forget
the black males that was in the audience was looking at me like, who this, you know, it was looking at me because I was talking about Alec Weck, the Sudanese model, and it was people was talking about how black and ugly she is, and she looked like a man, and blah blah blah, and she bald headed. This was coming from black people. So it was during Black History Month, and we was given the opportunity to enter into a speech contest. And I said, you know what, I'm going to talk about this because I'm sick and tired of black people denigrating dark-skinned women. And this is something that's all over the world. When I came here, I was just telling you, I just got a message from someone in India. I had put the information in a group called Dark Skinned Women United that a light-skinned sister started. And there's a lot of Indians that's in that group, and they go through the same thing. But it's levels to this thing, because you could be Indian and dark skin, but if you got that straight hair, you still better than a nappy-headed, dark-skinned woman that looks like me. But I'm digressing here. But it started at St. Petersburg College as well. I gave that speech on Alec Weck, talking about how black people was going in on her, and it was just terrible. I still got the magazine she was on. She was on the cover of a white mainstream magazine. That's why I always tell people this is a black problem. Because white people, I'm starting to think in some ways, they like dark skin better than, or appreciate it better than black people do. Look at Lupita. She's on the cover of People magazine, voted the most beautiful person in the world. So a long story short, it started here in St. Petersburg. I went to Tyrone Middle School, went to Dixie Hollins. I will never forget the torture that I went through at Dixie Hollins. And if I ever see those guys, I'm gonna confront them too. I mean, I'm not violent or anything, but I just tell them, hey, this is what it is. This is what you did to me. Because I think that a lot of dark-skinned women, they go through this and they're quiet about it. People want them to be silent because, you know, they're just not comfortable with it. It's like the big elephant in the room in the black community. Right. But I think when we talk about it openly and honestly, that's the only way that we get to real solutions, and that's the only way that we stop it. And that's why the Dark Skin is Beautiful campaign that I've started is the first campaign in the world, and I've done my own research on this, to eradicate what I call dark skin beauty discrimination. No one's doing it. Now, there's only one other dark skin activist I know before me, and she's not self-proclaimed, but I'm giving her the credit because she inspired me. Her name is Cola Booth, and I followed her in my undergraduate years, and she's the only other person. You know what I'm saying? But there's been, you know, you had the Dark Girls that came out. You have people talking about it in movies, but there's never been a campaign specifically to eradicate it, and that is where I come in, and that's what I'm about. So that's why, you know, that's what it is.
What happened is people say, you know, when you have activists, and I'm gonna let you answer it short because I'm looking for it because I want to bring you back on it, but you know, we have the Black Lives Movement, right? Mm-hmm. And then we have the All Lives Matter movement. Mm-hmm. So if you're saying you have a dark skin movement, what about fair skinned women? What would their opposition be to your campaign?